Yes, it's a beautiful day as always. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Today's video is about the church. Yeah, the church. The church. The song, the church. Yeah, church is cool. I'm not religious, no. But yes, I grew up in the church. Yes, I've read the Bible a lot. Yes, many times, especially in needy times. Yes, I grew up in the church. My mom became a preacher. Yeah, so um, I remember being in some Brooklyn church. I was maybe about 3 or 4 years old. I remember um, laying on a bench and looking at my mom talk to the pastor. And I was in the church because I saw a choir, and I was laying on the bench by myself crying. I was always crying. But yeah, I, that's how I grew up in the church, of course. Um, but yes, this video is about the church. So these are mostly reasons why I don't go to church. Yes, don't go to church. I'm not even religious. I'm more spiritual than ever. Spiritual than I've seen the church do some grimy things. So, I remember growing up as a little kid, my mom would make me and my little brothers go to church every day. Well, not every day, every Sunday. I used to hate it. No, hate's a bad word. I used to did not like that at all. No, no, no. I did not. Every time I would go to church, I would see my mom put money in the basket. Oh, no, no, no. Especially around Christmas time. We got the bare minimum for Christmas. And we was eating Chinese food almost every day. Yeah, I think the church, you have to put give a percentage back of what you make. I mean, that's good. Give a percentage back to what you make, but when you give the percentage back to the church, and what I saw, yeah, the pastor's kids were looking like kings. They were fresh to death. But when they went to school, they were bad as hell. But when they went to Sunday, their dad was a pastor, and they would be like sitting on top, like almighty. The pastor would come to church in his Bentley. Me and my mom and my brothers had to walk up the blocks to get to the church, along with a few others and a lot of people. And then, once service was over, back at the house. It was so much of a relief. There were so many times, at that time, there were so many days I cried not wanting to go to church. I played sick not wanting to go to church. Between school and church was the worst. Church was the worst. I tried to play more severe sick days to not go to church than school. Especially after I see the kids go to school with me at the same time with the hottest gears and the Game Boys and shit. And we had to wait till Christmas. We barely got it because our mom was putting our income into the church basket, supplying the pastors and the deacons. I guess God has you, they say. Another reason is church messes with a lot of kids. They do sacrifices. They do this, yeah. The sacrifices go way back. I'm not even gonna talk about that. Heard about all those babies being found, big mass graves behind churches. That's why churches got burned down a couple of years ago. Yeah, they don't talk about that. They keep that quiet on the hush. But it looks like they were babies that were being born and just like they were being sacrificed. You know, where the baby gets banged against. Let's not talk about that. Yeah, churches be messing around with kids. They be messing up the kids. Pastors are wolves to me. They're wolves. They get paid to keep the church running. They run that basket around. You know that money, some of that money goes to the government too. If you notice in the poor places, where churches are in poor places, the cops don't even try to pull nobody over. They make sure that the people go to church because they know they're going to get some of that money. The cops going to get some of that money. The government gets some of that money to keep the church running. Yeah. And then the rest of the money goes to the pastors and the deacons. I ain't gonna say the church is all bad though. Now, I've seen the church pay people's water bills, electric bills, and all of this and that. Yeah, it's the money that's been given into the basket, of course. They choose and pick who they want, especially if it's a wife. Yeah, the wives are the ones that can go. It's easy to ask for, can I get my water bill paid, Pastor? The pastor says, I got you. Meanwhile, he's talking to her, talking to your wife, because you're being bad, and you're the husband, while you're being bad, she's talking to the pastor about everything. Basically, the pastor controls your life and everything that goes on in your household. With those scriptures, if you notice, they only teach the same thing every Sunday. Try to get one to teach Revelations, end of days. Tell them to talk about end of days. If I was a pastor, I would teach what needs to be taught. God is within, not without. You don't go and look for God. No. God is within you. You are a piece of God. I've also been kicked out of a church. Yeah, churches, me and churches don't get along. I've been kicked out of a church. Why? Oh, because, yeah. I've been kicked out of a church. I'm trying to remember what exactly happened. Either way, it was the female one. It was a girl. One of my exes was at a church, and the new girl I was with, she wanted to go to the same church, so I took her there, and then my ex saw me. She spoke to the pastor about it, and the pastor said, son, you got to go. I was like, you kicking me out of the church because I'm with a new girlfriend, and I got rid of this toxic other girl? It was deeper than that. We'll talk about that another time. But I was happy anyway. I didn't want to go back anyway. I was only there to play their music. I love music, so I was like controlling their music board and everything. It's just only and then they teaching y'all things that the Bible has already been changed up 1,000 times. 1,000 times. You need to go and search for the scriptures way back then, the ones that's been taken out of the Bible. A lot of people will wake up then. And trust me, I've read a lot of books that were taken out of the Bible. Books I shouldn't have read. Books I shouldn't have read. And the stories that I found out, from what I realized, the Bible of today left off half of the story. The main true things is like this. Put it this way. I ain't gonna get too deep in it. It's like this. The good story of the Bible, and then there's an ending, but somebody takes the whole ending out. They take half the movie out. Half of the Bible is different. It's not just, the words are different. People have changed it to keep you sleep, sheep. Sheep, sleep, sheep, sleep. I mean, There's nothing wrong with the church. The church was here for a reason. The one. There's many gods that there's a reason why. There's a moral to the story of those books. But what the people have done on this planet have changed that and made it their own fairy tale. Now, looking at it now, studying it and all this, I feel sorry for you. I feel bad for you, son. I got 9 problems, but a church ain't one. Yeah, pastors be fucking your wives behind your back, the deacons too. Every pastor wife I've seen, I had a pastor wife flirt with me. Yeah, I never did nothing with her. I felt that was kind of like bad. But yeah, she didn't even like church. She didn't even like her husband, and he was a pastor. She hated going. You can see it on her face. She hated going. She made it known that she didn't like going to church. She didn't even show up to church. How the pastor's wife don't even show up to church because she knows that he's talking foolish. He can come back home and say, "Damn, baby, look what we got. We got a lot of money today. We going to where we going to Cracker Barrel." Hey, that's the only reason why I don't get along with the church. It's just too many bad things about the church. Don't put your money in the basket. Don't. What God had within you, has given you, and blessed you with is for you. Stop giving it to the church. Just stop. Stop now. I'm gonna tell them. I have to tell you the truth. Stop. I've met some pastors that even know about me. They don't even question me because I have the questions to wake their asses up. They don't want to hear it because they know about it. They just want to keep teaching y'all that because y'all keep wanting to learn. That's a job, being a pastor. It's a job being a pastor. I can be a pastor. I can teach the Bible. Who can't teach the Bible? All you gotta do is read it and tell it. All they doing is reading it from the goddamn Bible. They reading it right from it. You go in there every Sunday to put your money in the basket so they can read scriptures from there. Change the Bible. Now that's money. You have to search God within. God is within. Enough of this. There's lots of gods. It's not just one God. And you need to be careful because you never know. You're not even supposed to be serving no other God. You're God within. You have God within. Serve your God within. You looking all up there, praying and shit. Don't give me that bullshit. Something happened. Nothing happened. You're lying. You're lying. You're crying and lying. I know some of y'all are gonna be mad at me. And some of y'all are gonna be like, yeah, he's right. But hey, I'm just here to tell the truth. I'm here to. I don't know if it's the truth. I don't know. I'm just speaking from my experience, my journey in searching for the truth. And that's what my conclusion is. Spirituality is the best. I meditate. I am a God within, That's what I feel like. So, you guys. But if you go into church, and if you're a pastor and you're watching this, it's okay. I'm not here to blast the church at all. I'm just giving y'all my experience. If you have an experience with the church, or if you want to say anything about what I had anything to say, comment below. Put it below. I don't care. Tell me, yeah. If you like what I said, tell me. Comment below. If you don't like what I said and you want to say something, it's okay. Say it. I don't read the comments. Well, I do read the comments, but if it's negativity, I don't read the comments. I don't read negativity. But yeah, I'm sorry, pastors and deacons, for blowing your cover, but only on this channel. But yeah, like I said, I know some pastors to this day. That takes the money that they made. I know a pastor to this day that went on super vacations and blasted on his Facebook with his wife, and they eat in luxury dinners, luxury hotels, and all of this and that. And guess who looking? The people that were coming to church. They are poor as shit, and they and they're like, damn. And they say, God bless. No, God didn't do that. God would then tell them to go up there and preach to y'all sheets. What God was that? You need to be careful. You gotta find the God within. Make sure it's a good God. So, I don't know about all that. God within. Alright, we're not gonna hold y'all up. Let's look at nature. I seen a turtle giving birth a month ago. They say it takes about like a month or so. But hopefully I can catch them coming out the ground and record it for y'all. But let's look at nature, you know how we do. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Look at that beautiful, 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 beautiful. Yeah. Alright. This was about the church. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If y'all want to talk about my opinions or whatever, or what I have to say. Or if you agree with me. Or if you feel me. Feel you, dog. This is Ghostface.